Hello, hi. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays. Mm-hmm. How's everyone doing today? Hello. Hi, Pots. Good morning. Good morning, Callistros. Good morning, Keyjor. Good morning. You're leaving for work in 6 minutes? You're gonna miss everything. You were supposed to have today off. Last week they changed the schedule. Oh no, last minute schedule changes are always the worst. Team Prozac, good morning. Ah. I think I'm supposed to be receiving your package today. It was supposed to be yesterday, but with all of the weather and everything going on, they delayed it. So yeah, there's that. Sorry, flailing all over the place. You won't be able to watch today. Today was a special stream. Have fun, save today. See you later. Oh, okay. I hope you have a good day at work, and I hope it's not too stressful. I hope your holidays are good. I hope they're good, and I hope you stay warm. What's the tea of the day? The tea of the day, we have some chamomile. We have some chamomile with some milk and honey. That's the tea of the day. But honestly, the menu today is gonna be some takoyaki. But as you guys know, as I mentioned, right? The weather's been kind of crazy. It's been so crazy. For any one of you guys that are experiencing this really crazy weather, please stay safe and stay warm. Please stay safe and stay warm. Like, don't go outside if it's snowing pretty badly for you. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. I do have to apologize. I'm so sad about this. I'm so sad. Because of the weather and because of the snow and everything, and because it's like so hard to like get anywhere or drive very far, the cafe's slightly been kind of snowed in, so I wasn't able to get the very important ingredient for today's stream. I wasn't able to get any octopus, but we'll have some octopus-less takoyaki. I'm very sad about this. I'm very disappointed and sad about this. How can you have... I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Takoyaki wasn't always takoyaki. Before it was beef. Did you know? Did you know takoyaki was made? Heresy. No. Takoyaki was made with beef before. But well, it was called something else though. And then it became takoyaki when they started using octopus, and that caught on so much. It just became the staple. But you can have takoyaki with beef, but I think it's called what is it called? I forgot. There was like 2 different names that you could call it. You have lots of rain in Germany. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. You don't have to deal with floods, right? With flooding or anything. I have alternatives today for our filling. I have some salmon. Oh my god, hello, tracking. I'm just flailing. It's being weird right now because I didn't calibrate my tracking. And I didn't feel like calibrating. I guess I could calibrate it here and just recalibrate it when I move to the cooking. I was just like, I'm gonna move its position. There you go. Are you a little bit calmer? No, it's not. It's absolutely not calmer at all. Good evening. Oh, background noise? Thank you so much for stopping by the cafe. I hope you have a pleasant time at the porcelain gods, worshipping them. Hopefully it's a smooth transaction. But yes, today we will be making some takoyaki. I don't know how long it's going to be or how long it'll take me to make this. So I probably should start, shouldn't I? More or less. It's been very, very cold. I just wanted to let everybody know that to stay warm. Stay warm, stay indoors. Don't do anything crazy. Have your contingency plans, right? Have your contingency plans. I went and I charged like a tiny little battery pack generator thing that I have. I went and I charged that all the way to full. I was told to fill up a bathtub beforehand, and so I did that. I filled up a bathtub with water and was told that in case of an emergency, if the electricity goes out and the water goes out, I could use that bathtub water to do any sort of flushings that I need. Speaking of porcelain gods, yeah. Takoyaki shouldn't take long to prepare after the ingredients are ready. This is true. But we could make a buttload of takoyaki. And that'll feed for the holidays. Do I have a container? I might have to get a small container. My ingredients, my filling that I have selected, I have spam. Good old spam, can't go wrong with spam. And then I have some salmon. Some packet salmon. We'll see how that tastes. We'll see how that tastes in lieu of lacking the very, very important octopus. It was so far away, and there was so much ice everywhere. I couldn't get any octopus, and it's only getting worse as the days goes on. So I will probably be marooned in the cafe, which means I'm gonna make a lovely surplus of takoyaki today to feed me, right? As the weather progresses, I will keep going. I will make nothing but pseudo takoyaki. I also couldn't find any oh, that means I didn't have any octopus. I didn't have any of the pickled ginger. I didn't have any of the crushed seaweed thing. So this is gonna be very, very like we're making it on the fly. We're making it on the fly. Let me go get a container for the spam, and then I will switch right over. Or actually, I can switch right over right now. Yeah, I'll do that. What could go wrong? Exactly. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing could go wrong. Over. I was trying to set this up yesterday. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me calibrate. Is that better? That might be better. Okay. There's a lot of things on everywhere. I don't think it likes me looking over to the right. I don't know what it looks like. Come on. But yeah, see, I got this really cool dish here. This is where we'll make the lovely takoyaki. I have all of my ingredients here on the right side. There's a couple of things this is just how I make it. This is not like the official way or anything like that. You could always make it however you want. You could use whatever fillings you want and stuff like that. Is my tracking being weird? I feel like my tracking is being very weird. Okay, well, it doesn't like me looking over to the right, but that is fine. That is fine. For our batter, this is what I usually do. This is like my cheat hack for this. I usually use this like pancake mix because I'm super lazy and I can just add water. That's what I forgot. I need water. That's what I forgot. How much is this? One mix. 1/2 cup water. Okay. So let me get some water. One mix. 1/2 cup water. Okay. Where can I put dangerous amounts of water? Probably down here. Okay. So we'll probably... Should we prep the meats first, or the mix first? Maybe the meats. That way I can at least store it. So we have lovely Spam. Spam is pretty good. I know some people are gonna be like, ugh, Spam! And then we also have this. I have some smoked wild salmon. I don't know how these are gonna go or turn out, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. Hopefully it'll be alright. Do I still have... Do I have trash can? I don't have trash can. Ah! I was so prepared, and then only to not be prepared. Now I should have everything. Hopefully. Hopefully. Go ahead and open this up. I wanna see what the fillings look like for this. I hope that it's okay. I think I have scissors somewhere. I know they have the easy tear, but I never trust these things. Oh, it's filled with so much liquid. It's filled with so much liquid. I don't want all of this liquid though. Can I drain the liquid? There you go. So we filled or drained the salmon. Did you know that there's like, what was it? I think it was 650 different takoyaki shops in Japan. You're envious of the takoyaki hot plate? This is pretty nice. If you don't have like easy access to like a takoyaki hot plate, this is really nice because the plates are interchangeable. So in worst case scenario, if I don't have this, I can put this onto like fire. Oh sorry, I keep covering my tracking. I can put this onto like fire and heat it that way. But it wasn't too bad. I know like these electronic hot plates for takoyaki, they used to be expensive, but they've become more and more accessible since like the last time I looked. And if you don't have them, if you know like the cake ball, makers where they have the same kind of divots, but it's supposed to be for baking cake balls, you could use that too. That's what I've used. I've used that. I've cooked takoyaki with cake balls. I got this fork for the dough, but I'm gonna also use it for the salmon. I'm gonna mince up this salmon a little bit. Cause it's all just kind of in chunks here. But yeah, they're pretty accessible now. A lot more accessible than before. And I know they also sell just the plates, and you can get them relatively cheap. The only issue is that you have to make sure your stove is like a fire stove, like a gas stove. You can't use it like on electric or anything like that. So if you have an electric stove, it doesn't really work that great. You might have to get like one of those hot, like the Bunsen burners, is that what they call it? The little burners that use fire? Or you can get this one. This one I think I got for just I think it was like 40. It was on sale. Was it on sale? No, I don't think it was on sale. So it might go on sale for even better than that. Maybe. Who knows? This is some smoked salmon packet in a packet. I'm so sad I don't have the lovely official octopus, but if this is something that you guys enjoy, I could keep making takoyaki every so often and we could just try to figure out different fillings. That would be very interesting. There's actually, I saw a recipe last night where to make like omu takoyaki. You just like kind of like omu rice. You just add ketchup to the batter and that makes omu takoyaki. I've never tasted that before, but I'd be curious. I'd be very, very curious to try. Ah! Oh, like. I don't know if I'll use it shredded up like this, if this is the best way to do this. I've only ever done this with octopus. So it's weird to not have octopus right now. There we go. But you can make it out of anything. As you saw, like in the game that we played on Tuesday, you could put anything in your takoyaki. And like Griffin, I think before she died, she got chocolate in her takoyaki. This is true. You can make chocolate takoyaki. It essentially just ends up being like kickball. Like actual kickball. But takoyaki, so it's like one of those mashup words. So tako obviously means octopus. Yaki means fried. And so basically, if you just make the kickball, like in the fried little divots, it's not necessarily a takoyaki, but you know, same concept, same concept. You think it should be better shredded? You just put a pinch in the takoyaki? Yeah. Probably. That's probably what I was thinking. Only because it was like so big and like chunked together. Look at that. We've got some shredded salmon bits. Salmon mixture for our takoyaki. You can do this with hot dogs, cheese. You can make like cheese takoyaki. That's also something that I've seen. I have shredded mozzarella cheese, but like, I don't know. I would have to like crunch them up, maybe. I don't know if it would work very well. Okay, so we have our salmon. We'll put that aside for right now. We want to dice this guy up. I kind of want his chunks to be a little bit bigger. I have like all of these things here. Some people, Spam is like unappealing to them, but Spam is kind of nice because it's like, it's already like pre-salted and stuff like that, so it already has like some seasoning. So it's really nice if you're just like, you just want like some sort of lightly salted kind of meat. Can I get this out? Ah! Oh, there we go. Ah! This is a lot of Spam. So if I wanted... How big do I want these pieces? Maybe that big? Seems pretty big. It'll be fine. Something like that. And then we can cut it into thirds. Might be the best choice. Like that. I think those are pretty good size. Right there. Just like that. My favorite thing is to have like spam seasoned with like musubi, like marinade. But it's so bad for you, right? Because if you know, the spam looks weird. It's a bit lightly colored. It's lighter than the usual spam that I have. Is this enough or should I make another one? I kind of want to make another row. Like another row. And then the rest you can put away. There you go. And then this guy. You can put in there for now. You've never had spam? That's not a common thing over there? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not. It's like one of those things where if you've never had it before, you think it's utterly disgusting. But if you've grown up on it, it's like it's just like comfort food. You know what I mean? I think it's like that debate over hot dogs. It's the same debate over hot dogs. Are hot dogs disgusting? They're processed, who knows? I don't know. In Germany you call them Fleischkäse? Eh? It looks like weird bologna. A little bit, yeah. It is that same color. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. At least the store bologna, not the good ones with the spices and things in it. It's trying. It's trying. Hi, Evil! It's a cooking stream, yeah. My tracking's a bit weird. Ever lovingly so. My tracking is deciding to be super weird today and does not like me looking off to the side. I'll put this over here. So it's just a normal day. Should I put the spam in the same bowl as the salmon? Since they're both gonna be fillings anyway, it doesn't matter, right? Pronunciation was good? Oh, thank you! I don't think I read the whole word. My arms flail around as usual. I know, right? I even tried to fix the tracking on it. But as per usual, I am just freaking out. I'll put it in the same container. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine if our spam tastes a little bit like salmon. It'll be okay. If I had time, I would have totally wanted to marinate the spam in musubi sauce. But it's like so bad for you, right? Because it's just soy sauce and a crap ton of sugar. That's musubi sauce. Soy sauce and a crap ton of sugar. Cute blue nails as always. Thank you! It's so cold today that I'm also wearing a blue sweater. Okay. Now we're gonna make the batter. So, one fun thing, if you're too lazy to make it from scratch, it's easy to make it from scratch, because it's essentially, it's the same thing as making pancake, okay? But if it's just like pancake mix, but it's a little bit watered down, the consistency is a little bit watered down than your regular pancake mix. You've never seen how takoyaki is made? Come to think of it. You love you some takoyaki, but no clue on how it's made. Well, I'm not going to show the perfect version because I, unfortunately, because of the weather conditions, could not get the proper ingredients into the cafe. So I lack the very important ingredient. There is no, octopus. There is no octopus. So we're making do. We have salmon and spam for our fillers. I'm very sad. This is the first time I've made takoyaki without, octopus. Is it cold? Yeah, it's super cold. Don't put 5 cloves of garlic. No, there should be no garlic that goes in. But I did bring some garlic powder if you guys felt so inclined for me to make it garlic flavored. Where are my scissors? I don't trust myself opening this. I thought I had scissors out here. Oh, there they are. You're at a crisp 20 degrees Celsius? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, octopus-less takoyaki. We have other alternatives. You can make takoyaki with any flavoring you want. It doesn't have to have takoyaki. I was telling everybody that takoyaki wasn't always made with octopus. It was actually... Oh god, it's just like powder everywhere. It used to be made with beef. It used to... Wow, that smells so good! Whoa, this smells like cake! This smells like cake! Wow! Hold on. You still love to try? Yeah. I was also explaining the pots that, if you don't have this, this kind of mold, if you have, like, the cake ball machine mold, why is it blurry? Are you focusing, Mr. Camera? You could use, like, the baby cakes instead. So it says, so 1 cup for 1 cup to every half cup. Milk. This smells like cake. This smells so good. I got a little bit on my table. There we go. So that's about 1 cup. -5 degrees Celsius? Oh my god, it's so cold! Beef takoyaki? Dang. Yeah! I kinda wanna try it with the beef. Probably not today. There's powder all over this, like, the ziplock closing. There's just, it's all over the edge. Shouldn't you sift those? Probably. You sift it to break it up so that it's more of a powder form. I don't have a proper sifter with me right now, and I don't want to get up again. I can't close this. I might have to put this in a different container. So I'll put that off to the side. They said half cup of water for this. We have half cup. Out of focus cooking, extra difficulty. Yes. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll try to fix the focus in a second. Uh-oh. That's a bit more water, but that's okay. Because the water, the batter is supposed to be a little bit more liquidy. How do I make it focus? Can you focus? I'm over here. Can you focus? What caused it? Bring something closer and then back down slowly. So we're also gonna add an extra ingredient. We're gonna add some dashi into it. And then we're gonna bring it down slowly. And hopefully it will focus on everything else. Maybe? Maybe? Thinking about it. Maybe? No, it doesn't want to. Not that slowly. Look at the text. Focus on the text. Mr. Camera is having a moment. It was in focus earlier, right? It was definitely in focus earlier. definitely in focus before. Sad. This is what dashi stock looks like. If you guys are curious, if it can look at that, if it can focus on that. But it's essentially like a fish stock. Cocoa powder, yeah. We will add. I don't know. There's no like actual measurement for this. I'm gonna add just like half a tablespoon of it. It sounds like it'll be a lot. I feel like that's a bit much. But that's how much we're gonna add today. Staring into the totally not cocoa powdered mix. Oh, I think it focused a little bit, right? It thought about it. It decided to focus a little bit. Okay, and then we have our water. I'm gonna add that in. Oh god. I saw myself freak out. I have my camera right in front of me. Maybe in front of me was not the best idea. And I had the fork with my salmon. The fork that I use to mince up the salmon. You don't typically use this. I originally got the fork for the batter. But it's okay. We can have some salmon flavoring into our dough as well. So we'll go ahead and mix this up into a lovely batter with our dashi stock and everything. If you make this batter yourself, like if you know how to make pancake batter, it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing. God, but this batter smells so good. I got buttermilk. I got this buttermilk thing. This buttermilk mix. It smells so good. It all goes into the same thing, right? Yeah, it should be fine if it's all salmon flavored. It all goes into the same thing. It's just gonna make the batter taste like salmon as well. You got battered flavored salmon for your salmon, innard flavoring. So it should be fine. I'm hoping I don't need a whisk for this, right? Do you think I need a whisk? Or do you think it'll all blend properly? As long as it's not 5 garlic cloves. Oh, you know, I did bring some garlic powder that we can add into the you know, to the batter. Just for a little bit of flair and pizzazz. We've already added dashi. We might as well add some garlic flavoring to it as well. It's safe. It's the powder. It's not actual garlic cloves, guys. I've added it in. There's no going back, but that smells good. That smells good. We've added garlic powder into the batter. We're okay. We'll be fine. I'm trying to see this consistency here. This seems good. This seems good. This mix is doomed? What do you mean the mix is doomed? We're just adding extra flavoring. You don't need to add the garlic powder, just so you guys know. But you need to add like the dashi stock. That would make it really good. The dashi. This is looking pretty good. I'm trying to figure out. So like, you have it. You want it to be like really kind of runny a little bit. You added garlic to it? You don't trust you with anything garlic related? What do you mean? Garlic is good for you guys. It gives you boosted heart. It gives you heart benefits when you use garlic. I think so, at least. I'm gonna try to move, so my tracking's here. I'm gonna try to move it over there to see if that helps with me freaking out. I have that more. I'm just gonna be carelessly stack it on top of any Tupperware and hope nothing wrong goes there. It surely cannot fall. There. Is that better? Did you feel the boosted heart after 5 cloves? You mean 7 cloves? Oh yeah, I felt so healthy. Garlic is great for your health. You got Aki got a cold ever since the garlic stream. Yeah, not been feeling sick. This is now smelling a little bit weird because since the buttermilk, it was the buttermilk, so it made it smell like cake, right? Added the dashi stock in, didn't change the scent too much. Added the garlic in, it's now like if you imagine cake laced with garlic scent. It's like cake and garlic. If you can imagine just like smelling a good whiff of cake and then just like garlic in there. You say that as she coughs. Mmm, garlic cake, exactly. Your favorite. It should be your favorite. Should absolutely be your favorite. I've got some pancake powder on my table. Oh no. That's fine. That's okay. What else? What else do we need? I could put this in here so that it's easier for me to pour out the mixture. Will it drizzle as well? We have this guy here. This is like a cute little silicone funnel. Like this. Oh. How quaint. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh god. It's like doing a very slow funnel job. I believe in you. It's not chunky at all. This batter is not chunky at all. It totally can funnel this entire thing. Drink it! Garlic is your favorite? No one even question it? What? That's cute. Of course, it is in the best shade of blue. It is a very cute blue. It's raw. I don't think there's any eggs in this, right? There's no eggs in this mixture. I could technically take the taste of it if I really wanted to. I feel like this is not enough batter. I'm like worried it's not enough, but I don't know, like, it should be easy to make more. It'll be funny. How are you feeling, chicken? You don't see a problem with that? It's doing a slow drain into there. I just want to fill it up to the top. Ugh. Slurp it up? You're 1 of 4 a day? What nutrients does this give me? It's pancake batter. 4 a day. Garlic? It gives me garlic. This is true. I might as well just eat the garlic powder though. Just straight. There you go. Perfect. Bleh. Every drop counts. Every drop counts. I don't know if I'll get those drops. Perfect. Okay. So we can put this aside. Hopefully let this funnel all the way through. it looks like we've got maybe a little under a half bottle of batter. Very precise. Very precise. Can I squish the cup to squeeze out all of the other stuff in here? Is that something I can do? Squeeze the batter out of the funnel. There you go. Okay. I'll put that over here. You're just on time to say 1 hour mark. Woo! 1 hour! I was a little bit late starting stream just because I wanted to try to get it also up on YouTube at the same time. There we go. Okay, so I think we've gotten to a nice point where we can start with the grilling process, which is definitely the interesting part of all of this. I will have to turn off the heating system for the cafe really quickly because I don't trust the electrical components in the cafe, which will be unfortunate, which means that I will be cold. It's 66 degrees in here! Are you kidding? Okay, so we will go ahead and turn this on. I think, what, number 2 on the dial? Or 3 should be okay. (18°C inside. It's a bit chilly. It is a bit chilly. It's trying its hardest. So I have this lovely thing, which should hopefully squeeze out oil, unless it's being a dirt. So we want to oil the pan as amply as possible. And it's squeezing out the sides because it's being a little bit of a herper. Thank you. Thank you. And oil everything. You want to really oil it up so that way it makes the nice crispy sides of the takoyaki. You want to get nice crispy takoyaki sides. You want to oil it very gingerly. Squeak, squeak, yeah. Oil it all very gingerly. It's warming up right now. Go ahead and oil these silicone what you call it? These silicone brushes always feel so weird for me. Like, I don't know if I trust them to actually be brushing, but you know, it's what they do now, I guess. Squeeze out your oil. Squeeze it out. There you go. You were late? Was typing? We're greasing up the pan. Yes, we are, Matt. Good morning. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing today? We are preparing our first batch of takoyaki. Not really takoyaki because I couldn't get any octopus for the takoyaki. So we're just doing substitutes. I promise at a future date I will do a better takoyaki with actual octopus. But unfortunately, because of the weather conditions, we will have to settle for spam and salmon. There you go. I think that should be good. Perfect. Okay, and then you'll also want to get one of these. These are just little skewer sticks. I found online there was a takoyaki stick, which kind of looks more like a shovel I don't think this is very useful. You're better off with just the sticks. Just because it's easier to poke and prod the takoyaki. So actually, let me get my sticks out really quick. You're supposed to be getting a big storm, but it's kind of warm and rainy. Oh, really? I was watching the weather all day yesterday, and it was just so crazy. It's so crazy what's going on out there. 2 sticks. Stick, stick, stick. You ready? You ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. There it goes. Oh god, just keep going, just keep squirting all of your batter. Oh god, oh no. He gets full at some point. Ugh. This might not have been enough batter. Oh god! Oh god. Uh-oh. I ran out of batter already! Looks like I gotta make some more batter. No! It was all of it. That was half a container. Okay, clearly I have to make more. Clearly I have to make more. These guys are gonna be very sad now because they're not gonna turn into anything. They have no hopes for their future. Hi, Pobo. What's up? Not much. Just, you know, small balls. So we let this cook for a little bit. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You got fresh octopus? Unfortunately not. Because of the weather, I wasn't able to go get and procure octopus. I'm very sad. So instead we've got some substitutes of salmon and spam. She does not. I know! I was looking forward to this. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Pretend that salmon is octopus. It's a sea creature. It's a water creature. Sorry, not. It's a water creature. Same difference, maybe. Pobo is now very disappointed. You gonna put corn? No, I won't put corn. I wasn't able to get like a lot of ingredients because of the weather and all of the storm and the ice and everything. So I'm lacking. You're gonna be very disappointed. I don't have any green onions. I don't have any pickled ginger. I don't have what was the other stuff that I'm missing? I don't have octopus. That's the big one. That's the big one. But it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't. No one said it had to be made. I mean, yes. No, never mind. Taco means octopus, but takoyaki was actually originally made with beef, and it was called something else. Rip. Pobo's now very disappointed in me. I do have the mayo. Yes, I do have the mayo and the other sauce. The lovely, lovely sauce. We'll go ahead and just dab these guys in. Just like that. Oh, it's okay. You want them to overflow like this. It's fine if they're overflowing like this. You keep repeating yourself that maybe you will start to believe. You like spam? It's good on fried egg sandwiches. Spam is really good. I feel like if I were to fry this right here. There we go. Oh god. It popped up a bit. Yakitori? I have not yet. I don't think I have. I would love to, though. Still needs a little bit more time. Grilled chicken? Just the grilled chicken. Watch, it's been so long since I've made frickin' takoyaki that I've lost my rotation skills. I'm gonna like not be able to rotate this guy. I'm not gonna be able to rotate it. They're all spilling over. This one could almost be a ball. He's like a naked ball. He could almost be a ball. We could put some salmon in him. For his almost ball. His almost ball. Hopes and dreams. We can put salmon in these guys too. For their almost hopes and dreams. There you go. I've made it a low temperature. I've made it medium low. Where's my... I'm gonna rotate these guys first. But they don't feel like they're having crispy edges is what I'm worried about. They don't feel like their edges are defined yet. They don't have defined edges. Hello? Are you heating up? This guy's ready for rotation, it feels like. What kind of cake batter mix did I get? They're too fluffy. These guys are too fluffy. Oh, they're not frying up, that's why. Ah! Ah! Ow! Ow! I'm okay. Ooh, separate. They're not gonna form in the perfect balls because I didn't rotate them properly. I think they might need to be more watered down than this. There you go. These guys are chongus. Oh. You want to try to stuff it in there. This one might not form. That one's definitely not gonna form. Ow! The taco got me. Yeah, I burned myself. Oil splatter. Darn oil splatter. So typically, if you like don't do the rotation right and the balls are kind of lacking, you could always go back and double up with more batter. But since I've clearly run out of batter, we will have to deal with our deformed balls, guys. We're accepting of our balls, regardless of their shape and their size, okay? Regardless of our ball's shape or size, we accept and love our balls. All of them. Ball acceptance, exactly. We have ball acceptance. Ah, my hand does hurt. Ugh. Hello. It splattered me good. The oil right here, oh, splattered. I don't trust now. I don't trust like that. I'm sorry about my poor ball rotational skills, guys. I'm sorry. It's looking edible? What is that supposed to mean? Of course they're edible. Ow. Oh. I have like splatter all over me. Ow. It mostly hurts right here. It mostly hurts right there. Ow. Nom. You ever put kimchi in it? No, I have not tried that. What kind of things do you put in yours, Pobo? I've usually done basic just because usually the patrons that come by the cafe, they only like it very vanilla. There was one time I did like you know how they have the how do you say, the Birthday Bots every flavored beans, but they have like the, was it the bazinga, the one where it's just like you could have a bad bean or something? Birthday Bots bazinga, is it the bazinga? You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I had a bunch of octopus balls, right? And in one of them, I just put like a crap ton of green onions. It was nothing but green onions, and I served that up, and so that was the bogey. That was the bogey ball. I'm very disappointed in my ball rotational skills. Yee! You like the sausage? Yeah! I was hoping to have sausage, but I think I ate my sausage, so I didn't have any. These are more or less done, but I'm letting them cook a little bit more. My one little spam there. I guess while that's going though, I can make some more cake batter. I can make some more batter. Since we clearly, I think maybe I will water it down some more. I think I'll water it down some more. So it's definitely really thick and fluffy. You guys remember how much dashi I put in this? Single spam, cooking on its own, living the life. It's living the dream. It's living the dream. Should I add... So this is 1 cup. Should I add like another cup of batter? Do you... How much takoyaki do you think I'll make? You think I should make 2 cups? Should I make 2 cups? Maybe I should make 2 cups. You said you would make a bunch? This is true, I would make. I was going to make a bunch to last me for the winter storm. Come on. Give me more. Give me more. I'm like running out of the powder. It's like, don't make me make this from scratch. I know it's simple to make from scratch, but I'm not prepared for that. Okay, so that's 2 cups. I'm gonna try to double the water. So it was like half cup per. I'm gonna try to double the water. Just to see if that would help any. And how much... I did half a tablespoon, so I'll do 1 tablespoon of dashi. Am I gonna do a takoyaki eating challenge? No! I think I'm okay. I'm not gonna eat it all in one sitting. I mean, it's good to eat it fresh, though, at the same time. It's good to eat them fresh. Where's my water? I know I'm doing this kind of slightly off stream. I'm making more batter. So it was half cup for 1 cup. If I do it 1 to 1, so should I try 2 cups? That seems like a lot. Should I still do 1 cup? No, no. Do I want to water it down that much? Maybe? Maybe I'll just do 1 1/2. I'll just do 1 1/2. 1 1/2. Surely nothing can go wrong with that. Yeah, surely nothing can go wrong with that. No, maybe I should do the 2 cups. Well, let's do 2/3. There you go. That should be fine. I'm just making it up on the fly, hopefully. Oh, it's very watery now. Maybe that was a bit too much water. Narrator voice, several things went wrong. No, we'll be fine, guys. We'll be fine. These guys, I think, can be pulled. But I'm just kind of letting them stew there. Letting them stew, get nice and golden. They do this so fast. If you go to like the markets in Japan, they do this so fast. They're able to like rotate them super duper fast. It's really amazing. There you go. I might need to get my leader thingy. Can you do it super fast like a pro? Well, no, I can't do it super fast. Have I ever eaten takoyaki in Osaka? Once in a lifetime, very long ago. Probably in a distant parallel universe. There's so many different kinds, so my dream is to be able, you can't even spend your whole lifetime going down the streets of Osaka and just eating all the takoyaki stalls. You can't, there's too many. There's like at least over 650 stores, takoyaki stores. Too many. I'm gonna get my whisk, because it's definitely a lot more than before. Sounds like a challenge to you? Do you think you can eat that much? They're so filling! It smells like pancakes in here. It smells like pancakes for sure. God, I'm like trying not to spill this guy. Get one from each place as you go down. You can already imagine yourself having enough takoyaki to last you a few years though. Yeah. Could be a fun thing to do. How many takoyakis did you try until you really got tired of eating them? There's so many different ways that they do it that it might not be too bad. Let's go ahead and pull these. These are like all overdone. I can't, I'm not really good at, I'm not skilled at like picking them up. Whee! Okay. Just roll over your brethren. Just roll over. Oh, they smell sweet though. I think the batter I used is too sweet. Look, it's a cute little 6-pack. It's a cute little 6-pack. It's adorable. Oh crap. I have to open this guy. I have to open this one. Takoyaki flavor journal? Travel journal? Absolutely. Okay, so we got our lovely sauce, drizzle. Drizzle. First you have to open the sauce and peel off the sticky bit. First you have to peel off that sticky bit. There you go. They do really fit, yeah, it's like a little container boat. And then we go ahead and we drizzle. Yeah! You can drizzle more or less, whatever suits your fancy. And then you go over. Yeah! And then you get your little bonito flakes here. I like to grab like a bit of them. It's too much for just 6. It's too much. Just grab a little bit. And then I like to crunch them up because they usually are really big. They usually are super big. And then you just lightly sprinkle them on top. And then if you had the seaweed, I didn't have the seaweed because of the weather, unfortunately, you would also sprinkle the seaweed on top as well. And then it's really cool because when they're hot, they like to dance. They like to dance when they're hot. So you can kind of see them moving. You want to try now you're hungry? These are the spam. I want to try this. I want to see what it's like. Is it gonna be molten hot? Should I pull the salmon one first before I try these? How hot are you? Oh. The batter is definitely a little bit thicker. Oh, but it's so good. Definitely a little bit thick on the batter. Hopefully this watered down one will be a little bit better. Let's move this over here. And let's get the other guys. These ones are the salmon one. No! My balls! My balls are trying to escape! Oh, I have imperfect amount of balls. There you go. And the one spam on the stick. The same process with this guy. You get your lovely sauce. Look at the rogue cube. I know. You can drizzle your sauce on top. They still don't suspect a thing. They think I am one of them, but I am not round. I am in fact cube. There we go. And grab your bonito flakes. So yeah, next time if you order takoyaki, if they give it to you fresh, you can watch the flakes dance on top of them. It's like one of my favorite things to do, and it also helps you know just how hot it is. If they're dancing very wildly, then you know it's like super duper fresh, super duper hot, super duper will turn into molten lava when you pop it into your mouth. Ta-da! You never knew they did that? Never seen it happen before? Must be because you've only really had takoyaki delivered. Oh no, you've never seen it fresh to your table! They deliver it to you! They stopped dancing by then. Yeah, is this one doing it? Hold on, let me see if this one's doing it. Are you able to see this one? See how they're kind of like waving about? That's not me like shaking them, they're actually dancing. Let's try the salmon one. I'm gonna try one of the really small, like not perfect spherical ones. I'm gonna try a tiny one. See how that's like. Going in for another one. Very promising, very promising. Maybe we should go for a larger one. Maybe a bigger ball. Bigger ball. It's very good. Very simple and easy to make. I'm gonna have that lone cube. Okay. Let us make more. Hopefully more rounder ones. The rogue spam never stood a chance. No. They never do. How good with chopsticks are you guys? Have you guys ever done like the chopstick challenge where you just pick up grains of rice? No grain left behind. I hope you don't splatter all over me again this time, because it really hurt. It really did hurt. I have owie and a boo-boo. So I hope you don't decide to splatter on me again. You can use chopsticks, you're not super great, but you can get through your meal. That's good. Beginner level, not had much practice, but you try to improve. Very good. I like this thing. I like this thing. I like that it fills up. This thing is like it fills up and it has a little brush. Perfect. Speak, speak, speak. Yeah, hopefully no splashies this time. Hopefully. One can only dream. One can only dream of never getting splashed by hot oil again. One can only dream that the takoyaki is not trying to cook me instead. It tried to eat me, guys. It tried to prepare me! You don't cook the cook, guys. You guys should know better. You can't cook the cook. That's not how it's supposed to be done. I still have to pour. There's still, I'm like a little bit concerned because there's still like some chunks in here. I still have to pour the batter. Look, it would look so much more amazing if I had the seaweed. I also have some furikake. We can also sprinkle it on top just to add some extra oomph. And it has some seaweed in that, but it's not the same, guys. It's not the same, but we'll add just a little bit just for the sake of, like, we lack things in our life and we want some extra oomph. We can get some rice seasoning, some furikake. Okay, let us add our batter. Oh god, I'm getting batter everywhere. Definitely more watery. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. Ah! 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 It's getting all over the place. Oh, that was a chunk. Oh no, I saw a chunk go down. Oh no. Stop. Stop. There should definitely be enough batter now, because it's actually probably going to fill this entire container up. Right! That should be more than enough to suit its own needs. Theoretically speaking, I suppose we don't even have to use the squeezy bottle. The squeezy bottle is super full right now. Okay. I just want to eat. Doesn't that suck? I just want to eat. Cooking? What? No, I just want to eat. Who said anything about cooking? We don't cook here. It's not what goes on, we just eat. Okay. Don't splatter on me. Don't do it. I'm watching you. We don't splatter. No. Yum. Yum. Watch me still not have enough batter for this. Oh god. Okay, we only have this much left. And that is how much is left in the batter. Wow. Oh, I guess I could use also the bowl. There's still some in the bowl. So we have stuff. We still have supplies. These are kind of really not pointy anymore. I might need new bamboo skewers. Because these are not pointy anymore. They're still pointy, but they're just like, covered in batter. Pardon. Should we make this one all, salmon? I think I kind of want to make this one all salmon. Just go ham with that salmon. Because we have a lot of salmon. We do. We have a lot of salmon. Or here's an idea. Spam and salmon. We'll just plop that in there. Like that. We'll do both. We'll do both. Ingenious. I made these really fat and chunky. These are really fat spam pieces. That was quick. You went to get some food and the whole pan was full again? Yes! You have to be fast for your survival. We're gonna do a combination. Yeah. Satum. Satum? Spammun? There it goes. Just cover it all. I don't mind if we have some left over of spam. The salmon is a bit harder to prepare in the other dishes though, because it's the minced up salmon. There you go. You really can just put anything you like. I have to really quickly start preparing these for rotation, but it's kind of hard since I can't see where the holes are. Oh god. I need to be able to rotate you guys. Don't give me derpy balls again. I'm gonna have derpy balls again, guys. Because I can't rotate these. I feel the bottom of it. I feel... Can I rotate you? Will you allow me to rotate you? A little bit? No, not really. You don't believe in rotation? Believe in the power of rotation like it believes in you. The power of rotation compels you! No, it doesn't want to rotate! Derpy balls, it looks like one giant pancake at the moment. Yeah, no. Yeah, this is typical. Usually. If they work really fast, usually it kind of looks like this because they're able to just stuff it back into the balls. They're able to rotate it and stuff it back into the balls. So it looking like this is pretty fine. If you were as skilled at making takoyaki, if you were skilled at it and this is like no issue for you, if you're like me and you're just kind of derping about and has skill issue, this is probably a problem. It probably will end up being a problem because I can't stuff it. Imagine you trying to flip this thing, thinking it's a pancake and a bunch of balls just flying out. They have that. They have like, they have waffles that I think they make in, takoyaki molds. The bubble waffles? Search up bubble waffles. And they kind of look like that. It kind of looks like they just made waffles in takoyaki pans. Will you let me rotate you now? I don't want to rotate you late game like last time. I'm trying to get the definition of these balls here. We've made our first 90-degree rotation, guys. We've made our first 90-degree rotation. We're looking good here. What about you? You want to rotate for me, buddy? You want to rotate for me? No, not really. You're not thinking. You're not feeling it right now. Okay, what about you? You definitely need to rotate. I need to get you to rotate for me, sir. Please rotate 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Perfect. 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 Okay. What's going on here? Whose batter does this belong to? Where are your guys' ball definitions? You need to rotate too. This is like a game. This is a game. Oh, we got our next rotation. Perfect, perfect. They're still a bit light colored. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. You'll love it when you see them rotate like that. Magnificent. Can I get another rotation? Can I get another rotation? It's like trying to figure out who's ready? Who's ready for a rotation? Oh, you're kind of ready, but not really. You're thinking about it. You wish you were ready. Shove you in here. Into your pan. Come. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in the ball that believes in you. You can be the ball. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. Woot, woot. We're gonna have a bunch of balls by the end of this stream. Oh god. You're breaking apart. You're breaking apart on me. What about these other guys? Who else can rotate? I made so the fallacy with this batch is that now I've made it super duper watery, and so they're not very good. They're too fluffy now, is what I'm experiencing at this very moment. They're too fluffy. Oh, is this one ready? This one feels a little bit firmer. Oh, yeah, we got a rotation. Oh, beautiful. You love to see it. You'll love to see it. Good holiday? Hope you have a good time. Yes! I hope everybody has a good holiday. Absolutely, absolutely. Rotate these guys. Everybody else needs to rotate. You guys need to figure yourselves out. You guys are like solidifying in these weird blobular shapes. We can't have that. It's unacceptable. Rotate for me. Oh. Oh. Okay. Come on. Up. One rotation. 2 rotation. These ones are very fluffy. I actually don't think they will get the crispy golden that our first batch had, just because I've watered them down way too much. And they're rotating in such a weird manner. Get back in there. This one's a ball too. Are you a ball? What are you, a ball or a blob? A ball or a blob? You're a ball. That's right. You wanna be a ball. You wanna be a ball. Who else is here? Who else is here? Are you a ball? Perfect, perfect. Ready? You ready? 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 Up, 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 up. Perfect. Next, next, next. This middle one is so hard because there's all of this innards and fillings and stuff. Where's the edge? Where's your edge? Do I ever put cheese? I thought about putting cheese this time, but I didn't do it, or I didn't get them because I only have like the shredded mozzarella cheese. But yeah, no, I've only ever done like really basic takoyaki just because I had the people that I usually make takoyaki for, they only like the basic vanilla kind, so I've never had a chance to actually experiment because they like the simple flavors. So they only wanted like original octopus, that's it. They didn't like it when I experimented with anything else. Can I rotate this one? This one is the questionable one. I do want to. I was debating bringing cheese for today's stream. I do have some in the fridge right now, but I don't know. Oh my god, I can't rotate this guy. Come on, rotate. He's got no solid base. I see that you're capable of rotating, but you're just not giving it to me, sir. Oh, you're gonna come out a weird shape, I know you are. This guy right here, this one is gonna come out a really weird shape. Oh, this one's coming out really nicely. When you get like the people that are really good at like rotating the balls, it's so cool because they could just use one stick. I'm using 2 sticks right now, right? But they could just get one stick and they like just pick the sides and they're like woo, 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 like that. Super good. Cotton, hi! You got Baby Yoda gingerbread kit? Oh, really? Oh my god, Baby Yoda? What does that look like? Gingerbread kit? What even is a ball? A ball? Where does the ball go? That's right, in the square hole. Are they savages? Which one? The people that I used to make takoyaki for? No, they were just very picky eaters. They were just picky eaters. There was one time I mentioned before where I put like just a bunch of leftover green onions into one, and that was the bogey ball. Oh, they hated that. They hated that so much. They were like, don't ever do that again. My meal is ruined. Unpleasant. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had a crap ton of green onions and decided to just fill a whole takoyaki with them. How did they taste? Did they taste amazing? They're so good! I've made this is a mixture, since I wasn't able to get to the store to get octopus balls. I've made a lovely mixture of salmon and spam musubi. Not musubi, they're not marinated. You picked the wrong time to send a long message, because Aki is busy playing with balls. I'm rotating them, guys. I'm rotating them so that we get that perfect golden brown. this is not going to be a shape. This is also not going to be a proper shape either. As, like, these are okay, and then as you go over here into this mess, I can't even tell you where one ball is and one ball ends. I'm gonna rotate you so you flatten out your edge there. Are you gonna cooperate with me, Mr. Blob? For a ball? It's like coming to pieces on me. These guys are coming together though. They're so cute. Look at them. They've gotten so cute. They used to just be one big blob and now they're turning into cute balls. Ta-da! At least he didn't fill them while 6. I forgot to put the garlic powder in this batch. Have I ever had banh mi? I've had banh mi, yeah. I love banh mi. I really love cilantro, so it really makes me sad when I find people that don't like cilantro, where the cilantro tastes like soap to them. I'm just like, cilantro's amazing. Banh mi takoyaki. How does that work? How would that work? I would love to do that though. I will have to research this. This is very interesting. You've made a lot of variety of takoyaki, haven't you? You should share your recipes. I would love to do it. You showed up while you were returning them? Yeah! Sorry? What? No, don't be sorry. I'm gonna let these guys be on here for a little bit, just because I watered them down so much. I think they do need a bit more time to actually get that lovely golden brown. But they're coming out nicely shape-wise. They're frying very, very nicely. There we go. This guy, however, is the bane of my existence. This particular ball right here, the bane of my existence, I tell you. Strike Slice! The torture stream? How is this the torture stream? You're just hungry right now? Go get some food! Make some takoyaki. We can make takoyaki together. These ones will take a bit. I'm getting impatient. Like, I keep rotating it. I should just let it sit, but like, I'm so impatient. I'm so impatient. And I want cute round balls. This guy makes me so sad. This one right here makes me so sad. There you go. You think you should buy? Why buy when you can make? You should make it. You've been telling me all of these different recipes and different things and ingredients to add into it. I thought you made all of these. You should make it yourself. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, and you can customize it however you want. I missed some chat. Hold on. Don't forget to do. No, my thighs hurt from doing the squats. It will be the best one. You're at work? Hi, Kidor. How are you doing? You gotta buy all of that stuff? Do you have a grill at least? Have you been making it? Do you mean like the ingredients, or do you mean like you have to buy everything? Like everything, including the grill. Has this all been like a facade? Have I believed that you've made all of this marvelous takoyaki and you haven't? You just dream big. Those are beautiful and round. Beautiful and round. And super fluffy. You're off to Ireland tomorrow? Gotta go? Oh my goodness! Ireland? You're a fraud. Pobo's a fraud. I've been believing. Pobo's been asking me all of these questions about if I've ever made this and this, making me feel like I'm such a fraud because I haven't made all of these different luxurious kinds of things. Meanwhile, Pobo here has not made a single one of them. What the heck? I feel, conned. Later, Evil, happy holidays! I hope you have a good time in Ireland. Please have safe travels. You only eat them? Wait, what? Where have you gone where they offer this? Usually where I go, they just offer the basic vanilla takoyaki. They only offer basic. This guy, do you see this guy? This chungus ball, this behemoth of a ball we've got. You're gonna head off too, starting work? You gotta close tonight. And Angie open tomorrow? That's awful. Plus it's snowing. Please be safe. Please be safe. Don't be careful driving. Be careful being outside. Please dress warmly. Don't get sick, Kijor. Please, please, please. Goodbye, Kijor. Goodbye, Evil. Looking really good, Aki. Thank you, Kijor. Yes, be safe, everyone. What are you guys' holiday plans? What are you guys doing? I am hoping to not get snowed in. It would be quite awful to not get, to get snowed in. But also at the same time, it's kind of exciting to see all of the snow outside. Part of me also kind of is debating, maybe, like, having some KFC. KFC is so exciting for the holidays. If you keep rotating them, it helps kind of shape them a little bit. This guy is a lost cause, though. He's just mushy all the way around. It's very unfortunate. I think this grill might not heat evenly. There's a good chance it doesn't heat evenly, which is why I'm getting such weird results with my takoyaki. Oh, but yes, Pobo, I will make it however you want me to make it. If you want cheese in your takoyaki, I can do that. If that's your request in the future, if I get like a heads up notice, I can make whatever takoyaki you want. Apparently, I was looking at a recipe online, and in order to make omu takoyaki, you just add ketchup to the batter. That's all you do. I was just like, anything else? Is it just straight up just add ketchup? That's it? That's all you do? I could do it right now if I wanted to. Do you think I should? I have a little bit of... I have like a small portion of Spam still left over. I could add ketchup to the rest of the batter and see what happens. But the batter's really watered down as is. I'd be worried about adding ketchup to it. That's like adding more liquid. You mean takoyaki? Why KFC? The takoyaki is gonna last me maybe a day and a half. A day. It's gonna last me tonight. It's probably just gonna last me tonight. Considering, like, I thought I would be making more. I thought I would be making, like, copious amounts more. But, like, if this is all I'm making, this is only gonna last me tonight. KFC? KFC is a staple. You plan cooking all day for Christmas? What are you cooking? Your brother's making homemade cookies, though? You like the ketchup? You want ketchup in your takoyaki? Speaking of food... Alexa! Dismiss. Alexa! Go home. Robot's trying to take over the stream. Speaking of food, someone in your office just gave you turkey rib. Like the bone? Or are we talking about meat? Like, how do you have turkey rib? Alexa jump scare. No. KFC is amazing. It's been a while since I've had KFC. Like the last time I had KFC was with my grandpa. We used to have KFC for like picnics and stuff. Very fond memories. Deep fried piece of meat? That's weird. You're not sure what you're going to cook? You still need to shop for stuff? Are you experiencing like any of the snow and weather, Cotton? Make sure you do all of your shopping before Friday, because Friday is supposed to be the worst of it. KFC near you is always out of chicken? What the heck? How are they out of... But they're never busy? How are they still open if they're not serving chicken? What are they serving you? I'm trying to figure out which ball is cooking the most, so that when I pick it, I can move this ball to that ball hole. You like Popeyes? The more rude the workers, the better the food, really? You don't think you'd go to KFC if they were out of chicken? Yeah, that'd be so questionable. What do they serve you if there's no chicken? What do they also have? They have like the coleslaw, the biscuits. These two middle ones, I think, are getting the least heat. You love the KFC gravy? Yeah! The gravy! Oh my god. because it's been so long since I've had KFC, I've gotten more interested in Jollibee. I like Jollibee. You think Atlanta has the worst drivers ever? Texas doesn't know anything besides sun and dry. Oh my god. Are they gonna be okay? Wait, hold on. You hope not. Texans don't know how to drive, and especially if there's snow on the ground. Oh my goodness. Ow! Texas had to deal with the freeze like 2 years ago, right? And it's not necessarily always dry. There's like some areas of Texas where it's like humid. The area of Texas that I saw was like swampy, if anything. It was nothing but like rain. And it was very swampy and humid and just hot. It was not dry hot. Dry hot is like in a desert. They were more like swampy. This middle one is it's not turning out at all. These other ones are crisping up very nicely. This one's awesome. This line right here, they're not cooking well. I mean, they're cooking, but they're not like the prime that it could be. I want to take a picture. Careful if you go out in the cold. Yeah, I've been told that there's like some warnings of like hyperthermia and stuff like that, especially if you accidentally get stranded. I heard that. You like your fellow Michigan drivers? Even though you got hit last week. Last week when it was dry and no snow. Are you okay? Oh my goodness, are you okay? Because it's true, no one knows how to drive. I don't know how to drive in the snow. It's scary. You've been in 2 accidents and they were not your fault? Oh my god. Recently or like ever? Getting into accidents are scary. Super fluffy. I like overcook it because I want the golden edge. So like, I don't know if you've had some takoyaki at restaurants where like they cook it so fast on high heat, so like you have that golden edge and crispiness, but like the inside is still kind of very moist and liquidy. Mine are always just like really fluffy. Mine are just like fluffy cake balls. I cook them all the way through. This guy is a blob. It's okay, we love our blobs equally. We love our blobs equally, right chat? We love our blobs. This is a mega blob here. This one's a mega blob. We love our blobs equally. Your favorite thing is watching entire cities that don't normally get snow shut down when there is like 1 inch? I think that's hilarious. I kinda want to have like freeze situation. You look tiny, no hypothermia for me. I will put on a bunch of layers. I will put on like 4 or 5 layers. Can you put would love to taste your takoyaki? You want? Just follow my exact steps. To a T. Everything. Just copy everything I did. Did I say I was average height? I am a whopping 5'3" or 162 centimeters. I'm a whopping 162 centimeters or 5. Sorry, wait, did I say 5'2"? Yeah. No, wait, 160 centimeters? Tiny. What are you talking about, tiny? I'm a whopping 5'2". I'm a whopping 5'2". Watch me just crank this up. Do you think they cook it on high heat? I do it on like a medium heat. If I crank this up, I might burn it. I'm also scared of setting off the fire alarm in the cafe. These look really, really good with like the salmon bits all poking out into it. This looks really, really good. No! You can go there. You're 5'8"? Height is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You think you are around the same height as Hatsune? Probably, I think so. That sounds about right. There's a lot of characters that are 5'2". 5'9"? Just a definition of average. What do you mean that's average? That's average in the US? I think 5'7" might be the average in Japan. Right? I think that sounds about right. This one is so undercooked. I can tell. This one is so undercooked. I kind of want to rotate it out with a ball that's like pretty done. Let's see if I can rotate this out. Oh god, I stabbed that one. I fully stabbed that ball. There you go. And we'll also swap this guy out for this guy here, because he's also a little bit underdone. We're doing some ball switching, guys. It's unorthodox, but you know what? These guys need all the help they can get. We're doing some ball switches. Does this guy need help? Does this one need help? We might... Do we want to do this one? Does he need help? Do you need help, sir? Switch out your ball with this ball. There we go. Someone sound mad that you're... I'm not mad. You can be whatever height you want. I like being my height. I like my height. There's a lot of advantages to being my height, guys. There's a lot of advantages to being my height. I can fit in the smaller dwelling spaces. I don't hit my head on door frames. I could fit very snugly underneath a kotatsu. I can hide in smaller spaces. They look good though? They do look good. They do. I'm just hoping this guy cooks properly. This one right here makes me so concerned. I can fit inside a pocket. There's a Aki in your pocket. There we go. Oh, he's just crumbling apart. There's no hope for this guy. We should give him a name. We can give him a proper name that suits his personality. And his personality is that of a Dave. This is Dave's ball. This is Ball Dave. Being cute and tiny gets you a lot? What? Being tiny gets you nothing if you're a guy. Well, I mean, if you're tiny as a guy, then you're like fast, right? You're also like hydrodynamic, so you could be a really good swimmer, right? Oh, I just peeled that whole thing off. You can still fit in a pocket even if you are a guy? Yeah, you can fit in the pockets. Just work to your advantages. Don't be perceiving what you don't have. Work on what you do have. You're tiny, lightweight, and small. Guess what? Now you're super fast. Kick them in the nuts and run. I want to crank up the heat, but I don't want to burn these guys. This pan is nice. Aside from what I can assume is not heating properly or evenly, this pan is nice. This guy right here. This guy right here. Dave. Oh, Dave. Don't worry, Dave. We'll probably eat you first, Dave. If we can help it, we'll probably eat you first. I want to eat more of these ones. Hold on. I know they've been sitting there for a while. I'm gonna try... This one's the spam one, right? Yeah, this will probably just be gone by the end of the night. I'll probably just end up eating all of it. That wasn't a spam, that was totally a salmon. Even though it's cold, it's so flavorful. I'm gonna put it... I was gonna put it in a plate, but I kinda wanna put these balls in a container. Oh, and I still have more balls to make! I just realized I have so many balls to make. Maybe I should crank up the heat. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Nothing wrong could go, right? Nothing wrong can happen from turning up the heat. Nothing can possibly go wrong. People turn off the heat all the time. It's perfectly normal. Can't believe Aki just said, kick him in the nuts. You'd let her do it? Kindly end you? Why? What do you mean? wonder if I should put some ketchup in the batter. You think I should put ketchup in the batter? Maybe I shouldn't experiment. Let's not experiment. We're already like experimenting enough as is. If you're in a dire, we're gonna talk about like what do you say, like movie logic. Do you know like all those times when like somebody gets kidnapped or assaulted or anything like that and they struggle and they struggle and struggle? I get so angry, right? Because I'm just like, just kick them in the nuts. If you're in a life or death situation, you gotta think fast, okay? You gotta immobilize them as fast as possible. Kick them in the nuts. If you're in a life or death situation, are you gonna be like, I'm gonna struggle, I'm gonna try to see if I can get free with my own power and strength and just be overpowered and then kidnapped? No, kick them in the nuts. You gotta immobilize them. Go for their weaknesses. Go for all of the weaknesses. Whatever weakness you can find, you take it. If your life is on the line, kick them in the nuts. Well. Hi, cooks! We're making some takoyaki. People get scared, the fight or flight response is real. I mean, you're right, you're right. I've gotten scared. I'm a big scaredy cat. You guys know that I'm a big scaredy cat. I'm a massive, massive scaredy cat. And so, like, a lot of those situations, I am that person in the horror movie that, like, when they get scared, they like, lose mobilization of their legs, and they fall. I'm that person that would fall. I can't get mad at them. I can't. Even though it's frustrating to watch, I can't get mad at them because I know I would lose mobility in my legs. Ooh, he's starting to get crunchy. Well, he's getting a little crunchy. These other guys are probably getting super crunchy as well, because I've turned up the heat. I'm gonna burn my balls, guys. I'm gonna burn my balls. A lot of these are done. A lot of these are pretty much done. I'm just kind of having them sit there for like the extra toastiness. And also this guy right here, this super underdone guy, he makes me very sad. I gotta turn them with one pokey stick like in the video? I can do that, but like I'm not very good at it, see? You just prod them and you can flip them like that. But when they're like this, when they're like Dave, it's so hard. That's why you hot drop in Apex. Need to practice to stay calm in fights. When I play Apex, it's nothing but panic button. Aki is small, so she can hide in a shoe. That's a pretty big shoe. Whenever I drop in Apex, if I have to face combat, I'm just like panic button. The panic button is shoot? Yeah, exactly. But who said— no, the panic button is punch, actually. I shoot, but then sometimes my aim is really bad, so the panic button is run up to them as fast as you can and punch them in the face. That's how I play Apex. Your only skill in the battle royale is running away? Oh, I can run away. I can do the running, but I could also do the punching. I can get maybe like 1 or 2 good hits in before they inevitably out aim me and kill me by shooting me in the face. But if I panic hard enough and I spaz out hard enough, I could totally get a good hit in the face. At least once or twice. And it always catches them off guard, because I guess a lot of people don't really do melee in Apex. They don't really do melee in Apex. So it catches them off guard. A lot. It seems. I wanna spam one. You want? Open wide, chat. Open wide. Open wide. No. What do you mean that burns? Those ones are sitting there for a while. If anything, these ones are cold. Those ones are cold. Want to practice in Fortnite? Feels like baby game. I like Fortnite because I actually am able to kill people in Fortnite. But then it makes me sad because then I'm reminded that a bunch of kids play Fortnite. So that just basically means I'm bullying kids in Fortnite. I can actually kill people in Fortnite. You've been playing Warhammer 40k Dark Tide? That's been super fun killing heretics. You want one, please? Thank you. Yeah, they're super tasty. That one was a spam one. The spam one is really nice because it's got like that, you know, like naturally salty bit. Okay, I'm gonna put this in another container. Let me just get that. I've got a square container. Hopefully it will hold everything. You think it can hold everything? I'm sure these are all going to be very toasty. I can hear them hissing. But this one's the spam. This one is the salmon. I only have small containers. Very sad. These guys are all pretty much done. They taste, or they smell very cakey. I'm curious as to how these ones are going to taste, because these ones are the spam and salmon. Oh, that was so crunchy. How are you doing, Dave? Are you cooking well enough? Are you cooking well? You're gonna be like the last one I click. And then we've got Big Behemoth Dave over here, who never quite figured out what shape he was meant to be in life. And he just situated himself as Blob. And then we do a nice hearty drizzle. Make sure everybody gets some. Dave, you're probably covering someone down there. There you go. Perfect. It's a lot of, yes, it's a lot of takoyaki. Believe in kids, they're free. What do you mean? Get lovely. Nice. Dave gets a lot of helping of that. Then we grab our bonito flake. Crush, crush, crush. I want to show you the dancing. I want to like get some really good pieces in here. There you go. Okay, okay. See, look, 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 look. Wait, wait, wait. Do you see them dancing? Look at them go! They're dancing, they're dancing. I like watching them. So if you get them fresh at the restaurant, it's really, really cool to just like watch them dance. There we go. We'll let that cool a little bit. It's gonna keep dancing. It's a wonderful dance. We'll ready up. This is probably gonna be our last batch, right? I think so, hopefully. We only have 8 spam left. We only have 8 spam left. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, so 6. I'm only gonna use the outer edges since the middle doesn't seem to heat as fast as the other ones. Thank you for the takoyaki, it looks amazing. Yeah, no problem! I'm glad to share this with you guys. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this. It's really like a fun, tasty dish that's super easy to make. I know it's taking me a long time to make it, but I'm like naturally slow. I'm a naturally slow cook. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than I'm just naturally slow in the kitchen. Which is why I'm not the one that usually does the cooking. We have cooks in the back for that. We've got a bunch of raccoons working the kitchen. There we go. Nom nom nom. This might be a bit much on the oil, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. I'm oiling the surrounding areas just because I know it's gonna overflow and slip into them. And I want to be able to place them back into the holes. Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll start with this guy. We'll go ahead and start with the nose. Ooh. Uh-oh, it's jammed on something. Oh no, it's stuck. It's oozing out the sides. I think that's it for this one. What are you stuck on? Is it not mixed properly? Probably. It's like oozing out of the sides. Oh no. How much is left in there? Oh, there's still so much left. Okay, let's unscrew it. Rip. Rip nozzle spout. Oops. There you go. I do have a lot more left. Maybe... Should I try to grab cheese? Maybe I'll grab some cheese. There you go. Where are the cheese takoyakis? You want the cheese takoyaki? The slower the cook, the more love they put into it. They're the best cooks. Aw, thank you. They be cooking? Squid ink. Pobo, have you eaten squid ink in the takoyaki? Stop asking. I've already told you what I've made. I've only made basic takoyaki, so no, I haven't put anything else in it. I would love to put everything else in it. You'll have to give me a list of things you want me to make, and then I'll make them. Since I don't need to make them for the original clientele, which only wanted octopus balls, I now have free range to experiment, and I can add whatever I want. I was even asking if you guys wanted me to put ketchup in the batter so that I could make some omu takoyaki, but I ended up not doing so since this is already very liquidy as it is. Nyum. 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 Hot dogs? I do have hot dogs, but they're kind of frozen. Let me go get the cheese, though. I'll get some cheese. But I'll have to ball it together. I stared at my bacon in the fridge. I wanted to grab the bacon, but I think it has to be pre-cooked. I think I have to cook it first. This is my cheese. Cheese. No, I'm fine, yeah. Thank you so much for worrying about me, Cotton. Okay, so since this is shredded cheese, I think I do have to like ball it up a little bit so that it's one piece? Question mark? This might be a bit much. I got shredded cheese. Balling it up was not working. They don't stick together because it's coded to be separated. Hold on. I'm squeezing as hard as I can to make a tiny little ball. Okay. Place that ball in there. Now to the next ball. You can put corn in it. Or make hush puppies next time. Maybe. I know you guys mentioned corn earlier. And unfortunately do not have corn. At this point, I'm now just kind of looking for things to pop inside. I have to, like, squish this. Gummy worm? You want a gummy worm in this? A little bit of everything? That was our last balls. Okay. Squish, squish. It's such like a small amount of cheese. More cheese. Chocolate. I tried looking for chocolate. I tried to see if I did have chocolate, but I didn't have any. I tried. I don't have any chocolate available. I am very sad about that. Otherwise, I really would have. I have to hurry. I think they're kind of ready for their rotation. I think they're slightly ready for rotating. We're gonna have some naked takoyaki. Not unless I should I just sprinkle the cheese? Do I need to make them in the balls, or does it matter? Or should I just like stick cheese in it? Just willy-nilly, just stick cheese in it. Do you think just shredded cheese like this would work? I think I'm gonna have a problem with this later. One way to find out. We're just gonna put shredded cheese in it. Okay, let's start trying to figure out rotating these things. Just yaki? No filling whatsoever? Maybe. We have one here. There's one tiny one there. Okay, let's start stuffing these balls here. Let's start stuffing it. Stuffing it. Stuffing it. Okay. Hello. These are gonna be some really cheesy balls. Really, really cheesy balls. Are you ready for rotation? You look ready. You look super ready. You look like you might be my first rotation. Yeah! We got our first 90 degree! Okay, okay. Next rotation. Next rotation! We can do this! Stuff you, stuff. Splice. Spice you up. Come on. You ready? And oh. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. You look like you could be ready. And hop, hop, yahoo! Uh-oh. They're starting to cook too fast that they're not gonna spill over and make perfect balls. I need to rotate them faster. They need to go faster. They're not gonna spill over. There you go. There you go. Okay. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Hop. There we go. Okay, the cheese is making these ones a little weird. There we go. Stuff you right in there. Yum. Oh, I'm starting to smell the cheese cooking on some of these because they're not gonna be covered with dough. We're gonna get like one cheese in. That's what's gonna happen. What's going on here? Hello? Cheese? Can this fit into one of you guys? Will you fit here? Can I make you fit into there? Look at that. The cheese is like coming on to its own, like a life of its own. Maybe I should have put like cheese in some of these guys to fill them out. Okay, rotations have been done! Just a pancake ball, pancake surprise, let's go. Congratulations, yeah! We've done full rotations, except now the cheese is like spilling out, and they're kind of making their own creature. The cheese is deciding to make its own creature. The cheese is like sticking to the sides. Oh no. These cheese ones are definitely going to be interesting. Oh god. Little tornado twirl. Little tornado cheese twirl. There we go. Okay. I'm going to let those bake for a little bit, and I want to try these ones. Alrighty, let's go and try Dave, which is the really deformed guy at the top. This one is Dave. Say hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Ah. You gotta start getting ready for work? Okay, Cotton. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was a really pleasure. Sorry. It was a pleasure to cook for you. Happy holidays. I hope you have a good holiday season. Oh, Dave was a little bit undercooked, but that's not a bad thing. He was packed full of flavor. Surprisingly wholesome despite the lack of garlic. I still added garlic pot. I added garlic to these ones though. I can add garlic to these ones. These cheese is making me a little concerned though. I'm like, essentially, what would happen if I just made a cheese ball? You think? What would happen if I just gave one thingy a cheese? Could I make a cheese ball? Would it toast enough that it would create its own ball shape? Or would it just perpetually be melted cheese? Do you think it would perpetually just be melted cheese, or do you think it would turn into a ball? This one is so good though. This one is really good. Not enough garlic, you say? We can always add garlic. Should have put just an entire bulb into it. That would have been so spicy. I could make that next time. Maybe next time it might be something to be considered. I'm so tempted. I kind of want to see what happens if I put just cheese into one ball. If I just keep rotating cheese. Because see, look, this is the cheese side, but I'm able to rotate it now. It's like created its own skin. It's like its own cheese skin. Do you think that would work? Could I make just a cheese ball? It would melt, then cool in whatever shape the pan is in, you think? Probably. Sounds tasty. That's fine though. We already have these guys. These guys will be cheesy enough already. I'm trying to remember which one was the meat, which one was the cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These ones on the outer edge are all Spam. Everyone in the middle is cheese. There we go. The cheese are kind of funny because they inflate and then they deflate. They inflate and then they shrink down again. They look really tasty though. Or it will just burn. No, not. Don't burn the cheese. Anything but cheese. I want more of this one. I want more of this one. Oh. Aww. It's really nice. The batter is like infused with salmon. Salmon infusion. There you go. Cheese balls is kind of a normal thing, right? There's such a thing as like cheese curds, which is essentially just cheese balls. That's essentially the same thing, right? More or less? Yeah, see, this is the least baked. The middle three right here are not good. Not good. Cheese curds are deep fried. Oh, deep fried. The curd is different part of the cheese? What part? I don't know cheese parts, actually. I don't know the anatomy of a cheese. I think I watched a video about, making cheese? Or no, it was making butter. I watched a video about making butter where you basically get milk and you just whip it. I think you get milk and you whip it until it separates. And then it turns into butter. Right? And then the liquid part is the curd? Maybe? Maybe. It's part of the leftovers from the milk when you make cheese. Ah! When you make cheese. The liquid? Wait, how do you make cheese versus how do you make butter? How do you make butter? Because I saw butter being made from milk, and it was just put in a mixer, and then I forgot what they added to it. I forgot if they added something to it. And they just put it in the mixer, and then they beat it until it eventually separates. It gets to a point where it separates. And then there was the liquid part, and they had to put it in a sack and squeeze it out. And then they made butter. They made making butter look so easy. Maybe I should try to make butter one of these days. Because they did. They made it look so easy. You can just take whole milk, just shake it in a jar to make butter. But it took a while in the video. You'd be sitting there shaking it forever. But if you're not missing it, it can't be pasteurized? Oh, it can't be pasteurized? I'm trying to look for a ball to swap out for the middle guy. Who's the most baked? Who's the most baked ball that we have here? Probably you, right? You're probably super baked. Oh, you're really crispy there. Maybe this one. We'll swap it out for you, sir. Okay. Get in there. Get yourself nice and fried. I have the heat up on this one. So that's why they're cooking a lot faster, it feels like. It feels like, at least. Having my hand over the grill hurts because I got burned earlier. Right there. Where the oil splashed on me, or whatever popped. It hurts. The feeling of the heat is agitating my burn. But yeah, see? Making takoyaki is so simple. It's so simple. Oh god. It's so simple. No issues whatsoever. It's so simple. You can make meringue. It's literally 2 ingredients, just egg white, sugar, and whip. Whoa. Meringue. Egg white and sugar. And then just whip it. There's a lot of ingredients that you can make with like egg white and stuff. I want the cheese to toast really nice and have a huge crust. I want the cheese to have a nice, big, ample, slurpy noise. This bowl is empty, and this bowl is empty. I brought out a plate too, but I might not end up using the plate. I might just have all of these in a container. I have one last container that I can put this into. But I want them to be super fried. Matt, are you gonna make your own takoyaki now? Now that you know how to make takoyaki? Now that you know, you can do it too. You just need a ball plate. You just need the mold, the grill plate. You can make it too. And lots of cheese. Just put cheese. That'd be cheese takoyaki. I don't know if you'd want only cheese. You could put hot dogs and sausages in it. Matt, you can put sausages in it. Is this all you are gonna eat for the next 2 days? Maybe. Probably for the next 2 days, yeah. It's okay, I've got a variety. I've got salmon balls, I've got spam takoyaki, I've got salmon and spam mixed together, and then I've got just spam, more just spam, and then I've got cheese. I think I should be okay. How can you remember what you cannot see? I know this one for sure is the mix. This one's the salmon. This one is the spam. Or maybe this one's the salmon and that one's the spam. But I'm pretty sure that one's the salmon and this one's the spam. I'm pretty sure that's... yeah. The splammin? Yeah. And then I know the outer circles are spam. Except for, I think it was this one. I think this one's the one that I changed out with this one. So this one's a spam. These are cheese, 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 and that's a cheese. I have very good memory, okay? I have mediocre memory. I have very good mediocre memory. So I can vaguely remember what things were. Vaguely. It will be a surprise? Exactly! Now that's getting into the holiday spirit. Why wrap your presents? Why label them when you could just wrap them and then just figure it out later after you've opened it? These are all like mini food presents. Why would I label which one was which when I could just find out later? I can open it up, pop it in my mouth, and figure it out later. I think that would be good. It'll be great. It'll be a great activity. Only all of these are tasty and none of them are bad. So there's no bamboozled. There's no bamboozled. Nobody's gonna get like a bogey gift. Everybody's gonna just get tasty. Will it be the tasty that they hoped for? No, but it's the tasty they deserved. It wasn't the takoyaki that you wanted, but it's the takoyaki that you deserved. There we go. I think these ones are just about ready. I'm really curious to try a cheese one, so hopefully I remember which one's cheese. This one is the least done, I think. This one. Let me get my last container. So we've got this guy. Bam. All of my takoyaki spread. There you go. There is my beautiful spread right there. You just discovered a new Twitch emote and it's perfectly relevant. Oh! The emergency food supply. Excellent. What? This one might be a bit too big for this. Oh well. We will use it, and we will keep the cheese and the spam separated. You gotta keep them separated. I mean, I could always just get more tiny dish. Should I just get more tiny dish? How many cheese are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 and 8. There's 8 cheese and 8 spam. I could keep them separated. But will I? Will I keep them separated? I don't think I have a dish that's small enough or big enough for 8. Because even this size could only hold 6. I'll just leave it in there. Let's start transferring. I think these guys are ready already. These guys are super ready. Yo. I can cheese. All I can smell is just cheese. Just cooked cheese. That's a cheese. This is a spam. This one's a spam. 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 That might be a cheese. I know this is a spam. This one is a spam, I believe. But he's slightly not yet done. That's our last spam. Now we have the cheese. Oh, look at that beautiful golden brown on that cheese. It's looking very delectable. Very much delectable. Look at you over there. Wait, I'm getting myself confused. Which one was the spam? Which one was the last spam? I'm getting myself confused. I know I said I had really good memory, but now I've forgotten. I've been moving too many balls. Which one was the last spam? Was anyone else paying attention? Where's the last spam? I think this is a cheese. Okay. Oh no! An escaped ball! Okay. Which one? I think this might be a cheese. That looks like a cheese. This? Oh, yep, this one's a spam. Okay, this one is a spam. This one is a cheese. There you go. Are you ready? You ready for the best part? The drizzle, in my opinion, is always the best part. Topping these guys are always the best thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. And then, always, our lovely bonito flakes. Uh-oh. I dropped a bonito flake into the grill. I personally like to crunch them up just because they always come super huge. And I feel like it distributes the flavor just a bit more to have them like tinier. Oh yeah, you can see them flaking up the sides and everything. We'll add some of the takoyaki just to add some more flavoring into it just because I didn't have the seaweed. And ta-da! We can watch him dance again. If I can hold it straight enough and steady enough. Wait, if I hold it steady. Yeah. Dance. Dance. Do you like the fish cakes and ramen? I do like the fish cakes and ramen, I do. They never give you enough in a ramen bowl. They always they give you just one. I always get just one. So it's never enough. Okay, let us. It's super fresh. So we'll turn this off. Nice. Have to clean this up. Can we get some stuff down there? Why do they do that? Probably because it's expensive. Have you ever bought a fish cake roll? Fish cake rolls are kind of expensive. So I'm pretty sure they're just trying to cut the cost. You get your fish cake. be super hot, isn't it? It's gonna be super hot. This is like very fresh. It's still got, it's still, the native flake is still dancing. I don't know if you can see it from all the way up there. They're dancing, they're dancing. I wish I could show you, like, from a better angle. Hold on, let me see if I can stand up and lift it up to the camera. Oh yeah, that's very hot still. It looks like it's alive! It always amuses me. They're not alive. It's just the heat and the steam reacting to the flaky goodness. I'm trying to fold up. The spirit of the taco, yes! The spirit of the taco. It's imbued with the spirit of the taco that likes to wiggle and waggle. I'm trying to fold up my bonito flakes right now. Okay, I want to eat it. I want to eat it, even though it's just fresh and it might be like piping hot and melt in my mouth. I want to try it. I want to try the cheese. Waggle is a funny word. It's so bubbly. It is. Okay. I want to try it. It's gonna be piping hot, but I've never had cheese takoyaki. I mean, what is it? Hold on. It's still very hot. It's still very hot. But cheese! Nom nom nom. Cheese! Wow. That was definitely very interesting. It's definitely very, very juicy. It's very, very, very juicy. I do think it is definitely better fresh. It's definitely better to eat it fresh. I wonder if I can find one where I just bite it in half. I just kind of put it all in my mouth. I want to bite it in half and see if it does the cheese bowl. Where's a good one? Is this one a good one? Okay, I'm gonna try to bite it in half and do a cheese bowl. Let's see. It's got a little bit, but not really. It kind of integrated very well with the batter. Very fluffy. Very fluffy. I'm just looking at all of these balls and just like, yep, this is gonna be my lunch today. This is gonna be my lunch. This is what I'm gonna eat today. Cookies and cream yaki? Wait, how would that work? I mean, I could. It would essentially just be making kickball. It would just be making kickball. But through the methods of takoyaki. Kickball with takoyaki. That's essentially what it would be. There's so many balls everywhere. But yes, yes. Put Hershey Kiss in the middle. That'd be so cute. Get a little kiss in every ball. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the cooking stream. I was really excited about this. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was really fun cooking for you guys. It was really, really fun. Let me go back to the cafe. Hold on. Let me put things away and head back to the cafe. There we go. Hello! How did you guys enjoy it? Do you guys enjoy the holiday octopus balls? Takoyaki? The octopus balls? The octopus balls that have no octopus. They're super tasty. They are super duper really delicious and tasty. I've never done these different flavors before. I've actually never put spam in them before, or salmon, or cheese, but they are very, very interesting. Definitely. So it's good to know that you have alternatives if you don't have octopus. And I hope that everybody does stay warm for the holidays. Stay inside, stay safe, stay warm, everything like that. I know I'm not gonna have a stream for a while until the New Year's. So I hope everybody is enjoying their holiday season. I hope everybody enjoys their holiday season. I hope everybody is able to be with loved ones, to stay healthy. Don't get a cold. Everybody has been coming down with the COVID again, and the cold separately. You guys are getting like bombarded from two fronts, and you're getting ambushed by the weather. Make sure you guys take care of yourself. Absolutely. And that also goes double for everybody that couldn't be here for the end of the stream. So Kijor, I hope your holiday season's okay. I know you're working night shift and opening shifts back to back, even though that shouldn't be the case. Hopefully things cool down after the holidays and you're able to get much rest and enjoy yourself and be able to play lots of games and stuff. Wait. Have a very happy, merry Halamas. Yes. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I hope everybody enjoys themselves. Eat lots, eat lots. Eat a lot of food. Take pictures of a lot of food. Share all of your food excursions. I would love to see it. Share your food excursions. I guess I will go and I will eat a couple of my takoyakis. And I will see you guys next time. Look out for my monthly schedule, my order schedule, as per usual. I think, yeah, there won't be another stream until the new year. So be on the lookout for that. Okay? Goodbye. Oh wait, I haven't even looked up anyone to raid. I'm just like, goodbye! Here I am just talking. I'm just like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. No, we can't end on a non-raid. We can't end on a non-raid. I'm so terrible. I'm just too busy thinking about eating, right? Oh, here we go. This is perfect. We can totally raid Camille. Let's go raid Camille. She collabed with us. It's only fair that we go and raid her. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Okay. Okay. Too eager to eat takoyaki. Forgets how to stream. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. You guys are all ready, packaged up, ready to go. You guys are gonna be presented to Camille. Wonderful. She's playing some Nier Replicant. She's very festive. Please give her a lot of holiday greetings. 'Tis the season. It's like having those heartfelt moments at the end of like holiday special episodes. Be like, and then the record screech. Hold on, wait. And then just does it all over again. Please be merry, happy, and sound. Please be good and cheery. Plays more holiday music. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love to do more cooking streams if you guys enjoyed this a lot. Let me know if you did enjoy it, and I could try to incorporate more cooking streams. If not, we will just keep going and figuring out things to do for the cafe. Alrighty? I'll see you next time. Goodbye!